Hello everybody, welcome to Shocking J. I'm your host Brent, and with me as always is Ryan.
Hello, movie.
Welcome to another episode of Anime Static, a show where we watch anime and share our thoughts about it. Today's episode is about Haikyu, the Dumpster Battle.
A movie.
Yeah, we're doing a movie.
This will probably be a short episode for a long, this is not going to be a movie length podcast.
Right.
But it's about a movie. It's probably going to be a short episode, I'm expecting.
It won't be a 2-hour long episode, is my prediction. It'll be shorter than
We've never done one that long.
No.
2 hours. I think our longest one was
honestly, I don't think...
I feel like
we would have to do... we would either have to have more people, or we'd have to break it up into different sessions.
We did do, the last one we did Naruto Part 1, and that was 40-something minutes. That was only, we had to we literally just stopped in the middle of our recording, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if that would have gone for 2 hours, though.
I don't have enough time, unless I was paid for this, but...
We're not here for 2 hours.
Yeah, thanks, YouTube CEO. No, is Matt Pat actually going to be the YouTube CEO?
Dude, I don't even know that that's a question that one could ask.
Oh, that's what everyone was saying when he retired.
Oh, I don't think so.
It's the theory. It's the conspiracy theory behind it.
I would be surprised if that happened. I don't know. I don't follow Matt Pat, so I wouldn't know. All I saw was that he left, and then he's working on he's gonna work on a musical or something. He's a producer on some musical or something.
He's doing all these projects now that he never had time for. All right, so
anyways,
let's talk about Haikyu, the Dumpster Battle.
Haikyu,
the match between Karasuno and
Nekoma. And
I thought a good way to start this, especially since it's been a little bit since we put anything out about Haikyu on this channel.
I don't think we've done anything about it. I don't think we've ever
I'm pretty sure we've done Haikyu on this channel.
I don't think we've ever done a Haikyu video.
Well, you can edit this out if we don't.
No, we can leave it. I don't think we ever did one.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We did we started with Pokemon.
I'm actually gonna have to fact check us.
Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. We did Legend of Galactic Heroes. We did more Attack on Titan. We did more My Hero Academia. We did Megalobox. And we did Naruto. And we did Bleach.
We never really.
I don't think we've ever talked about Haikyu. Done a couple games, but anime-wise, we've never had a Haikyu discussion.
Oh man!
So we've never talked about it. This is
all right. This is it. This is the inaugural Haikyu podcast.
Yeah, right in time for the ending.
A top 5 anime, in my opinion, on my anime list.
This is one of your favorite. Maybe
this is one of my favorites.
Yes. Second favorite, maybe below Psycho Pass, I guess.
Good question. It is top 5. It's not top 3.
Oh, it's not that. Okay,
it's not top 3 because
pretty high up, but
my list would be Psycho Pass, Initial D are the only 2 shows I've ever given a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion, those are my 2 favorites. After that would have to be that next tier down, which is 9s, really solid 9s out of 10, would be Haikyu, Robotics Notes, kind of that tier for me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd have to look at my anime list. That's up in front of me.
Okay, so one of your favorites, though.
Yeah, top 5 for sure. It's.
And I don't like the show at all. No, I do like the show. Bren watched. You watched it when, I don't know how long ago. When were you up to? You started it. You were watching it at least before season 3 came out. I remember.
Yes. So this is actually a really good segue, Ryan, as our Wikipedia expert on the release and timeline of shows. Title. Why don't you take us through the different timeline?
It's been 10 years since it started. 2024, and season 1 was in 2014, so Attack on Titan, it's now been a decade since this started, which is kind of weird that to think the Haikyuu's that old. But it's season 1, and then season 2 was right after, and then season 3 was right after that, and then there was a big break for season 4 years, and then another 4 years until now, basically. So that helps make it longer. And it's I guess because we got into it around season 3, it feels a little weird, because it's okay, we've watched it all, and now we wait for the next one. but it's like we didn't watch season 1 when it came out.
Right.
So it wasn't like, oh, we're watching it weekly for like 3 years straight, basically.
Right. No, that's definitely not the experience either of us had. I started right after season 2, so like
16. It had to be.
Yeah, 2016, and I watched season 1 and 2, loved it so much, watched it again, watched season 3 right when it came out.
Yeah, you watched season 3 at my house, so I watched season 3 with you, having not seen any of it.
Yeah.
So my first exposure, because I was like, I don't really care. It didn't have, also the other thing, it didn't have a dub at that point. This was like sub only.
Oh, yeah.
There was no dub, like no simul dub for Haikyu or anything. So I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever watch it. And so I watched season 3 with you. So that was like I feel like my first exposure to it. And then it eventually did get a dub. I think like a little bit after that. And so I caught up. I think I did watch a few episodes in Japanese. But then, yeah, when it came out in dub, I eventually watched it all in dub, and then season 4 came out, and then that came out in dub like a year later, and I watched that all caught up, and then the movie, and now we're here. And the movie came out.
The movie
in subbed and dubbed at the same time. Wow.
I know, pretty cool. And still kind of recent, so this should hopefully be a little more recency bias.
Oh, when this episode comes out?
Relevant, yes.
Yeah, okay, I guess we'll see. I'll try and get
We'll
out
see, yeah.
soon. Yeah, we're recording this in July, so movie was like a month ago.
Yeah.
We haven't
Fresh
gotten
enough.
we haven't only watched it once, so we haven't like rewatched it, but
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm excited for this.
we remember it mostly. It's not super complicated. That's what we were talking
Right.
about. Is our other friend came with us to see it, who hasn't seen any of Haikyu, and we're like, it's pretty simple. Plot wise, you don't really have to like.
They're playing volleyball. It's easy.
Yeah, they're playing a volleyball match, and
Yeah.
then the one side is the protagonist, so they'll probably win. And then spoilers. I don't know why you're watching this if you haven't seen the movie and you're going to, but they win. So.
Well, how can you do a part 2 if they don't win? Right?
Well,
What was part 2 going to be? Like this? It can't even be a
I don't know.
resolution if there's no winning.
I don't know a lot of like spoilery stuff of exactly what happens, but like I have an idea of like where I think the manga goes. I don't know. We weren't going to talk about the manga too much because like this is basically, there's like a whole discussion of like it being an adaptation because they're ending Haikyu. Like this is the end with like 2 movies. Yeah. And so people are like, oh, well, maybe they shouldn't do that, but I don't know. We're kind of going to avoid that discussion, but and just kind of judge it on its own.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and so like I think I have like a very vague idea of like some of the story, but yeah, if there wasn't I don't know, there could have been some story because they have. I don't know, but yeah, if they lost, yeah, what would they do? What would
they do? Why would they make a whole nother movie if they lost?
Well, I don't know. Because I know that's like the other thing is like...
Or why would anyone want to go watch it, I should say?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it would be, but I was just going to say like... we'll talk about this at the end, I guess, but like it is funny. It's like at the end of this movie, I don't know. I'm not expert on like exactly... I feel like we should know where they are in the tournament. But like this was the quarterfinals or their next match is the quarterfinals? Something like that they say at the end, and I was like, oh, and there's only one more movie. I wonder what'll happen. I'm like, will they win? I don't know how they're gonna do that. So that I don't know about. But we can talk about that at the end about the next movie because they set that up. There's an after credit scene.
Yeah, so they have 3 matches to go if they make it to the finals. So the quarter, semis, and then the final.
There's only one movie left. Maybe it's a 4-hour movie.
It could be super long.
That'd be fun if it was. All those super...
you have to think...
Probably not.
They made a whole movie about this last tournament match, and then they made season 3 all about a tournament match.
No, it's 10 episodes.
Yeah, and that was 10. And so season 4 was like the few at the national tournament.
Yeah, that was like there's some quick ones in there, and then like the big... I don't remember. Was it... No, I don't remember their name. That school that they fought. that they played at the end of season 4. That was like the second half with
I
the
don't remember.
twins. With the twins.
That was
like
super good.
That was the big match.
That
of
was the
season
big
4.
match. That was super good.
Yeah.
I really liked those characters and that team and the back and forth between the teams. I thought that was really good. Man, it's been since like 2020
I know,
since
like
I watched it.
4 years. Yeah, I mean, I watched it, I think in 2020. So it's been at least 2 years for me. I think
It's good enough to rewatch, in my opinion. And this is one of the shows I would go back and rewatch. Like I would actively choose to go back and rewatch. I think it's that good, and it has good rewatch value, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a fun, like, chill show.
Yeah, it's easy to put on and it's easy to watch, for sure. There's no, all the stuff now is like super heavy and
Well, it's sports
dark
anime, so
yes, which is a great part of sports anime. That's why I like it.
sports anime are, kind of, most of the time pretty like lighthearted, pretty just like, it's like shonen, but like, we're not actually fighting each other. We'll just have visuals of the children with knives to their neck, which I love that shot in the movie where they're like, they have knives to their throat, but like, it's just, metaphorical. They're not actually trying to kill each other.
Those dang metaphors. All right, I feel like we should give some structure to this.
We're talking about the movie now.
Got a few. Yeah, we should probably talk about the movie. We have a few parts. We will talk about our overall thoughts and experience with the movie, some things we liked about it, some things we didn't like or might want to see, and then anticipations for the next movie. And that's about all. So to start off, Ryan, do you want to talk about your overall thoughts on this movie, your experience?
My experience in the theater.
Because
Yeah,
we
it's
did go
good.
see it in theaters, yeah.
It's good. It was fun. I thought, we talked about like, season 3 is like 10 episodes a whole match, and it's like, this is, one movie a whole match. But like episode, if this was like cut into episodes, it would have been like 3 or 4 episodes. So like, actually
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but like, pacing's completely different basically is like the biggest thing,
Yes.
So like whole match, just one movie. And honestly, like for me, like I thought it was pretty good. Like I liked the quicker pacing.
Me too.
I thought, everything was just much quicker, it's funny, like a real volleyball match really does go this quick.
Yeah.
Although I guess like, the main things that like make it longer are like flashbacks, which this movie had. We had flashbacks.
We had to me, it had the right amount of flashbacks. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. It gave enough context about characters you want to learn about. It showed a little from what you knew, and it gave enough of what you haven't seen before to make it feel fresh and new.
Yeah, it was mainly just like one or two. Like there's one big one, and then because it's mainly just about Kenma. Like he's kind of
Right.
like the focus is Kenma and Kenma's relationship with Hinata,
Yeah.
Hinata, and then also like Kuro. It's kind of like
Right.
them three.
Yeah.
It's basically just like them three. Specifically, Hinata and Kenma.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's pretty much just focused on them. And I thought like that arc like was really good. Like I thought like during the middle, I thought that Krasno like was maybe gonna lose.
Yeah.
I thought they like did that well. I honestly was like, yeah, I think they might actually lose this.
It felt like Nekoma became the protagonist about halfway through.
Yeah.
And you're
in
like,
a
okay.
way he kind of is, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like of the movie.
But
But then like I love just like the very ending of like that last shot is like crazy. The POV shot.
Yeah.
Where Ken was like panting really hard and like the ball is
Yeah, that POV shot
going
is
back and forth. It's just this long I don't know what's the name of that when the
a rally.
a rally,
Yeah.
yeah, when it just like keeps going. So like that was awesome. But then just like that, just the last part where he like slips, he like
I know.
and
That's
drops
so
the ball,
sad.
and that's how it ends. But it's like I had fun.
It's so accurate depiction of what sports can be, though.
It was very anticlimactic. It was just like, oh, and then it's
Yeah.
over. It's
Yeah,
like
but
that's it.
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like this show because it has little moments about that make it feel grounded in reality and a little more realistic and relatable. And they don't do it in a way that takes away from it being a kind of traditional sports shonen, but it does it in a way that makes you feel more connected with the characters and the story. And I think it's just that right balance. So, but yeah, that POV shot was so good.
It's definitely like, just to talk about like the like realism. It's funny because it's like, for like, this is like a shonen that's a sports show, so it's like obviously you could go in a more fantastical thing, but it's like, because it's sports, it's like high school sports, it's like that's very ground, like, and everyone knows what, or not everyone, but lots of people know what that's like because they do it. Like, you can do it, when you're watching Naruto, it's like, crazy stuff can happen, not just because they have magic powers, but like because they're ninja and they're like doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, life is very different.
And like when you see like someone's hand, they get stabbed or something, it's like, I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what, like, like what
I hope not.
I don't know what, most people aren't like, can't relate to like being in an action fight, like doing that. But it's like when you're just seeing a volleyball match, it's like, I've maybe you haven't played volleyball, but it's like, I know what this is like.
Yeah, I've probably seen this in real life, walked by the gym, seeing people play. Yeah,
but
like at high school, you probably met people on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's already like very relatable from that. But yeah, I thought they did a really good job with like Kenma's arc, and I thought it was really fun. And this is what we've talked about this before, just me and Bren personally, of just like when talking about the movies, like this match, like it's very different from all of their other matches pretty much, because like it's always been like an antagonist, like this school, even in like season 4, it's like kind of that team that they fought, they weren't like bad guys, like we didn't hate them, but it was like, they're kind of like, we got to beat them, you know. But like this is like, our friends. These are our friends, so we like, we like them, we don't want to, they're not mean to us, they're like, there's our rivalry, obviously, like that's what the whole thing is, but like we're friends with them. Like this is the most friendly match in a way.
Yeah, and this is, in my opinion, probably what this show does better than any other show, and that is, like you said, they're playing quote unquote friends, but they don't want to lose any more than they've wanted to lose to the
they're not going easy. It's like, but it's a different dynamic.
It's a totally different dynamic, and it's that perfect spread of, I want to beat you, but also you're my friend. And to me, that is the ideal version of what sportsmanship in a game like this should be. And I mean, I put this down for like, good things. I think it's just that perfect amount of, I want to beat you so bad, but I have a lot of respect for you, that you have this idea of this is what sports should be. And
I mean, that's like Kenma's arc is like that's the whole thing, is like him is like Hinata being like, let's play a match where everything's on the line. Like that's the whole thing, because Kenma's like, I don't really care, and that's this whole thing, is like, I had fun. Like this was fun, even though we lost. And
that is the perfect embodiment of what it should be. Even if you lose at that, it's not I think it's the beauty of the sport, and it's the beauty of sports, is you can give everything, still lose, but that process of giving everything and doing your best and improving and being in a situation where you are, being pushed to your max, is such a rewarding experience that a lot of times can only come through sports and things like that. Is just such a, in my opinion, such a beautiful thing. Like, I just think it does it super well, and it's one of the reasons I think Haikyu is just better than a lot of other anime, but specifically sports anime, because it ties that like, hey, I gotta win with, this is what sports is all about.
Yeah, the theme of like this movie is like very, like, it feels like it fits with the show very well. Like as opposed to the other matches, like those were really cool and awesome, but like season 3 is like, we gotta beat these like really tough, mean, really really good school, like, and we're the underdogs. But this was just like, let's just play, and let's play to our max, and just give it everything.
Yeah. And that was...
Let's just focus on, like, just having a good game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was fun. Like, the animation was, like...
Animation was good, too.
So good. It looked really nice.
Yeah, I felt like the movie, it did everything that it was supposed to do, right? It went over the game. Like you said, the pacing was good. There was no things left undone or unmet or untaught. Like, it just... It didn't. Supposed to. It
worked as a film. Like it didn't. There wasn't any part of this. Like, you don't watch this. Like, I didn't watch this and be like, I wish that was just an episode of the show. I wish this was just.
Or
season
this
5.
could have been an episode of the show.
Yeah, it's like this at least by itself is like was good.
It was good.
It's like I'm sure you will get into this of like the little things of like it is no, like obviously like the pacing is different and it's like for the most part it's pretty good, but it's like there are a little things which is funny to go from 80 episodes to this movie. It's like you do notice like, oh, we didn't really cut to their coach really at all, like maybe twice.
Yeah. And
like he had almost very few lines. I didn't notice it as much with the teammates. Like they didn't have like a Karasuno team.
You really didn't. Yeah, you didn't go over any of
like they didn't really have
other teammates' characters. It was literally just Hinata, and then
it's pretty much just Hinata. Like we saw them. It wasn't like
they were there, but we didn't get any of their thoughts.
Like,
we didn't get any of their.
They didn't
sayings.
have like their own little storylines.
Right.
Like I mean,
which they've had most of the time.
There like kind of was like we focus. Like there was a part where they're like. I feel like there was a part where they were like okay, for example, we got I'm blanking on his name, but Tsukishima's friend who comes in to serve, like he got a little moment. Like there were those parts where it's not like they were just ignored completely. Like he did have a little part, like it didn't feel awkward in that way of like, oh, why aren't like other than like maybe the coach, but for any of the players, it wasn't like, oh, it's weird that this character just didn't have any lines at all. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like Daichi like suddenly like didn't talk at all or anything weird like that. But but yeah, they didn't have as much focus just because it was just on really Kenma and Hinata pretty much.
And I feel like you missed it. Like you missed being able to hear from Tsukishima and Nishinoya and the other teammates, but you knew like you can't get everything right. You have to lose. The focus was on Kuro and Kenma from Nekoma. Like that was, and they did that. And so it's like, okay, I will lose out on all these other characters that we've had literally like almost every other episode on to deep dive into Hinata's friends, and I think that's cool. I'm about it. I don't think they did anything a disservice. They just, to keep everything in a movie, you have to cut certain things out because you just don't have time. And so I think they did it in a good way. I don't think they were necessarily missed.
I mean, the funny thing is though, like we do say that of like, oh, we do feel like something was missing, but like neither of us have read the manga. We don't actually know what was missing. Like for all we know, there wasn't actually that much cut it or anything. So like. That's kind of as an adaptation, but it's like obviously for us not having the manga, it's like just comparing it to the seasons before. It's like, okay, it does feel like there probably was, little bits that they cut out here. But like, I think with the teammates, it wasn't a huge deal. Like, I think it was pretty fine. It was really just like, okay, we never really cut to like the coach.
Yeah.
And like, I'm blanking on her name. There are a lot of names. So like there's the girl with the glasses. Like she doesn't really talk much. Kyoko. She doesn't really talk at all, but like did she have any line? Was she even there? Like I don't even know if we saw her.
I think she had a couple lines.
So like she like really like she's pretty quiet normally, but like basically like and then there's the other girl who's blonde.
Oh.
Who likes Hinata. Like we did cut to her.
Oh, the other team manager?
Yeah, a couple times. So like, honestly, for me, it was really just like the Coach Yukai, who like, I feel like we saw
grandpa Coach Yukai a lot.
Yeah, I'm like we saw the grandpa. I think more than their actual coach.
Yeah.
But that was like the only bit that like kind of stood out to me afterwards. But yeah, I thought it was fine overall. Like, it's like, okay, maybe, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, should the movie really have been 10 minutes longer just to get a couple more shots? It's like a lot of it is pretty,
Right.
Like not a lot of it is like super substantial anyways, you know? It's like a lot of that you really kind of can cut out. It's funny, we still have the like, I don't remember his name. I did look it up, but the guy in the audience with his girlfriend.
Yes.
Who's just from this team, a couple who Nekoma beat, but he's kind of like the surrogate audience. Like let's explain things. Like they're the ones who like will use them to explain things.
Yeah.
So they were still there a little bit, and they have their own little post credits. Like they're the ones who we see the post credit scene, or like they're the focus of like the first few minutes of that, which is funny.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job with that. I don't really. What was? Yeah, I don't. Remember
Brand's trying to look up the names. He's got like all these characters. It's all right.
Who knows?
But
wait, so Nekoma's coach is named Nekomata. Is like the school named after him?
That sounds well. The name, yeah, that's his name. I don't know the story there. I don't remember. I'm sure they talked about it in season 1. I don't.
Someone
remember.
in the comment. No, I'm just kidding. It's
yeah.
If you ever make it this far,
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Like a little, little noticeable things, but like overall, I thought it was fine. What they cut out, probably.
Yeah, you know the other characters enough that you don't need to see all of their reactions 24/7. Like you know them already.
Yeah, we don't need all of the reaction shots. We don't need.
Yeah, we got something new in the movie, and that is more Kuro, more Kenma, and this dynamic between them, Hinata, and then ultimately the dumpster battle. Like
their rivalry.
Yeah, the rivalry. So,
yeah.
Which is cool.
Good movie. Really good movie overall. Yeah, I don't know.
Great price.
Yeah, we went on Tuesday, so it was like $6 or something when we went.
In the world of inflation, yeah, $6 for a movie, any day of the week.
Yeah, the pretty good bargain. Looking at it like that. We saw it dubbed. I know Bren, have you like rewatched it all dubbed? Because you watched it first in Japanese and you've seen parts of the dub.
Mm-hmm.
But this wasn't your first time watching the dub. Like, how much have you seen?
I'm pretty sure I've seen both.
Like, you've seen it all through? Or I know you haven't seen seasons.
I've seen seasons 1 and 2, both sub and dub.
Okay, so just like the first 2 maybe?
And the 3. And
3, but yeah, not
3,
4.
But not 4.
That's never been on streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, you started with Japanese, but you are very familiar with them.
With both of them, yeah. And I think
they did a really good job here with the dub.
Yes, I think they do a good job with both of them. I think they're both good for different reasons, and voice actors are good.
Yeah, I thought
all around.
Yeah, like specifically, like the main, Kenma and Hinata and Kuro, like.
I do think Kageyama's voice actor is a little bit better in Japanese.
Kageyama.
Yeah. But I think they're just good across the board.
Yeah.
So
thinking
out loud.
I've watched a little bit of the Japanese, but I don't really remember it well enough. Just like the first few episodes. But yeah, I thought they did a good job for this movie. This was like, there were a couple recasts of like more minor characters, but like this was for the most part the same cast, because this was Crunchyroll doing the dub technically, and the other ones were Sentai. So this is like Crunchyroll adopting basically the former cast.
Well done. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's the way to do it.
I thought it was really good. All those actors did really well. It was funny. I watched like another Tai Mahani, who voices Kuro. Who I think he's got such a cool voice for him. He's got that deeper voice. Hey, Kenma.
Yeah.
It's funny. I heard him in like another anime that I just watched, and he's like completely different performance, and I was like, oh. It was fun to hear him like do something different, but because I'm not as familiar with like Tai Mahani and Clint Bickham, who do Kenma and Kuro.
Yeah.
Not in that order, the other way, but I haven't watched as many Sentai dubs, so like I'm not as familiar with them really. Like I don't know them from much else, but they did a good job here.
Yeah. I agree.
I didn't it didn't feel like weird at all, like compared to like other seasons, or like because it was a movie or Crunchyroll or something. Like, thought I did a great job. Like, I'm glad they were able to dub it at the same time. It's fun that that's kind of the reality now. Like, pretty much most when we get like an anime movie, not only do we get it pretty fast, but like it's also dubbed at like the same time, which is kind of funny because when the shows come out, that's almost not like most of the time that's not the case. The dubs either way behind or like behind a few weeks. So it's fun to have this at like, nope, the same time. Like, there's no wait. It's not like, oh, they brought the movie to theaters, but it's not dubbed. We got to wait a few months, So that was fun that they were able to do that.
Yeah, it is really cool to see anime become more pop culture or mainstream or whatever you want to say.
I know, it's like with the, 10 years ago, this wouldn't have been in theaters, Like the Haikyu movie would not have been in theaters at all.
And the local theater. Like, we got to go see it at
we went
one of the closest theaters to here that we would watch any other blockbuster at, and then you go in and you watch it, and it's like the whole experience is really cool and fun because it was like going to see a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. It was as easy compared to, like you said, 10 years ago we had to drive 45 minutes to an hour to go to some obscure theater on a weeknight.
I don't even remember what that.
And they had like 2 showings, and one was
that was for the Psycho-Pass movie. That was 2016, I think. So like 8 years ago. 8 years ago, and we had to drive like really far. And I mean, we're pretty fortunate though. We live in Southern California, so it's like we are ready. I know there are some people, who live in other places where it's like, I always have to drive an hour to see, before it just wasn't showing at all, and I have to drive an hour to see it. But like, we had to drive like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
We just went to like one of the closest ones.
Yeah,
like,
so
we got to choose, which was cool.
It's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah. And that part is really fun as a fan of anime. You're like, wow, it's
so mainstream now.
Yeah. And in the good kind of ways where the accessibility is better.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, you lose kind of the novelty of like those experiences of driving to obscure theaters and things like that. You lose that novelty, but it is, I mean, the older you get, the more convenient it is to have things that are convenient.
It's nice to just have it be right here.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm definitely a fan of that, and all the things that come with
it's definitely
dubbing faster.
It's like it still is like a little surreal to be like, just Haikyu movie, it's in theaters, and it's in English and Japanese. Like, of course, it's just like that's just kind of like the standard, which is nice.
Yeah, and they had a lot of show times, which is cool.
More. That is kind of funny where it's like there's like 3 dub showings and like 7 Japanese showings, so it's like it is favored that way. But I mean, I don't know, that makes sense. I know, especially for Haikyu, I'm like, there's probably a lot more people who've seen it, just because the dub was so much later, and like you can't, if you want to watch the dub like right now, you kind of can't, like it's not streaming anywhere.
Oh, interesting.
So like, I don't know, I mean, that's kind of a separate issue, but and
the journey continues.
I mean, that's kind of it. We there'll be one more movie, I guess, and then that's it. That's the end of Haikyu.
I don't know how to feel about it, but I feel like it's going to be, part of me feels like they could do, because they were still only first years, they could definitely do more with the main characters of Kageyama and Hinata, which would be really cool. And I mean, I'd be all about maybe not even like more seasons, but maybe making another movie of like their last tour in their
like when they're adults
year. No, like
when they're in final year of high school.
When they're seniors in high school or third years or whatever, and they're in the national tournament again, and the movie is like them in those matches at that tournament, and the flashbacks are like their year 2.
Okay.
And
like seeking on their journey.
Yeah, and so you're getting those like bits and pieces going back and forth. That way it's not, you don't have to rehash and do, I don't need a whole ton of stuff, but
we don't need, now obviously, please give me season 7 of, now the next tournament when they're in year 2.
Right.
And then all that, now training again, it's like a little repetitive.
Yeah, I don't need all of that, but I do, part of me wants that closure of what happened over the next 2 years, right? Because this idea is that they're building up this program that used to be great and is now bad,
You
and
wanna
they're
see, like, the
revitalizing.
future. You wanna see,
I want to
like,
see
yeah.
the fruits of their labor, so
I
to
mean,
speak.
you know, well, probably. I mean, if the next movie's really is the end, I think there's at least a chance of that. You know,
Yeah.
like if that's the end of like skipping ahead and seeing, you know, like like there's a chance that they could do that.
Yeah, I feel like it won't. It'll give enough to tease and kind of satisfy, but it won't.
You'd want like a full like.
It won't do it justice, in my opinion. Like, there's no way. Okay, you give me like 10 minutes about, you know, they flash forward and see them like and as seniors, and it's like, oh, that's cool, but it's like, man, that's just not enough time, especially when the whole
like,
focus is on this year's national tournament.
You want like, you know, in the future, like we'll come back to Haikyu and they'll do one more movie.
Yeah, they'll do one more. Like, I don't mind.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? You know, maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, saying that out loud, that does feel like in 20 years, you know, they'll come back and do like a Haikyu, because that's what it feels like. That's how that happens. You know, like
like
Slam
Initial
Dunk.
D. Oh.
Initial D is a little different,
MF
but like
Ghost and Initial D.
oh yeah, because that's like a sequel. But
yeah.
I mean, like, I know you're not. I mean, I'm not either. But like Slam Dunk, which is a basketball manga, which is from like the 80s and had its anime back in like the 80s, 90s. Like that was a thing back then, but it was like it's like one of the biggest manga ever, and like, but then it was like finished. It was over, like Dragon Ball, and it's like they had a movie like last year that like
whoa, that's cool.
That like. I mean, I don't know exactly the story, but like the movie adapted like the final match, which the anime never did. So I guess that's like a little different. They weren't like doing a future thing, but it's like 20 years later, we're going to come back to the series, you know? So they could do that of like in the future, sometime more Haikyu.
Yeah.
Because I know the manga has been over for a few years now. So it's like once the anime's done, that's kind of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which makes me like, don't get me wrong. I don't need to get this slow burn of just
200 more episodes.
Yeah, I don't need that. Like it's very good for what it is. I will definitely still go back and rewatch it. There's 100 episodes.
I think it's like 88 okay. Or something like that.
Yeah, like it's 75 plus. Like there's a good amount of content to watch. Like I can always go back and rewatch. It's not like it's 2 seasons and it's over. But yeah, I think every season, every movie has been good. I just want to know what happens to those characters, and maybe after this next movie comes out, I'll be saying something different. But that's just kind of where I feel like I'm at after this movie, and looking forward to what's to come.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Like, do you think like what do you think the next movie is going to be? Like, if we only have one more movie, like they set up the next match with like them versus that other guy who's like, got white hair.
Who's the real little giant?
He's got like feather hair.
Yeah.
He actually is a bird.
He actually is a bird. I think it's going to be half of it. No, I think that there's 2 ways I see it going. That match is the entire movie and they lose.
Okay.
And then they do like this quick.
Yeah.
They pay homage to them at the end of like their, Hinata's and Kageyama's journey, the third year's journey, and then it leaves off with like moving forward, bright future.
Yeah, it's like we gave it our all, just on towards the future, yeah.
And then that's where they leave you. I feel like it's either going to do that, or that match is going to be super intense for like 30 minutes.
That'll be like the first act. And then be like, boom, we got crushed, or you mean win?
I mean, yeah, they're going to lose the first set, and then they're going to rally super hard, win the next 2 sets, and then it's going to be this whole scene of like, oh, Hinata's the real little giant, and then they're going to like look over, and it's going to be like an actual giant of a person, and they're going to have to play them next, and then it's, or it's going to be, that giant person is actually going to be the one who's on the other side of the bracket, and they're gonna breeze through semis and meet them in the finals, and the finals is like this giant cooker of a match.
I was trying to think like who have they set up any other character? Like there were
this guy is the last one I think they've set up.
Because like there were those guys that
the ones that they trained with, they might see
Kageyama trained with. There's that guy who wears a face mask all the time. He was the one. He's like the one other guy they've like set up?
Well, there's Bokuto.
Oh yeah, we've never played them, right?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever played, and they're still in it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
there's
so.
Bokuto. So I feel like
Maybe that's one thing we maybe could have gotten a slightly. I don't know. Maybe that's just on me, and it's just been years. But I'm like, maybe they could show the tournament bracket at the very beginning.
that
or
would
something.
actually be really cool. I'd
But
be so down for that.
It's like, I guess we'll get that next time. Yeah, it's like there's one more movie, so it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine. It's like if they win, what does it even look like? It's like what is that even gonna look like? It's like it's hard to. But it's also weird to think of like the next movie being like one whole match again, and then they lose. Like that would feel so weird.
It would feel
Like what is the story there? You know, like so I don't.
I
feel
agree.
like they basically. Like I know
the pacing is going to have to be different. Otherwise, I feel like it's just
it
the
can't
ending
be
is
the
going to not be
same,
good. Yeah.
I mean, like I know like some vague stuff. Basically, like I don't know like hard spoilers because I was watching this and I was like, oh okay, I guess they lose here. Like that makes sense. They lose here, and then the next movie can be about something else. Like
Yeah.
we kind of have like a final thing because I literally am like we finished this and it's like. Okay, like I'm hyped for the next match, but like, what is that even gonna look like? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what exactly they're gonna do, but I am
think
excited.
That's kind of the fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like-
fun.
I think it'll be fun.
Part of the anticipation and the mystery is like, how are they going to do this? And it's not in a fearful way of like, oh my gosh, how are they going to screw this up?
Yeah, like
it's
I
more
don't.
of like, yeah, which way are they going to go? And
And it's not like some super plot heavy show. It's not like, oh, we gotta tie up all these loose ends. It's
Right.
like, what's gonna happen? You know,
they're
it's
going
like
to play volleyball. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
so
then you just have to do the character stories justice at the end, and that's all. Because I feel like part of the strength of this show is also how many different characters on other teams are actually playing significant roles
that they like focus on.
that they focus on.
Well, yeah, we get like their story when we fight
Yeah,
them.
Kenma and everyone on Nekoma, and then Oikawa and everyone
Oikawa,
on his
yeah.
team. All the people that they trained with in the summer. Like, there's just so many characters. You're like, I like this guy, and he's not on Karasuno. And you see them again, like travel through the brackets, whether it is their local prefecture one or now at the national level, and that is, how many other characters you like and want to know how they're doing is super cool in my opinion. Like that's just a strength. There's no really other show where you're like, oh, I like the guys from the other team too. It's no, it's like I like a lot of guys from a lot of different teams in this. I feel like it just adds so much depth and
It makes it feel
genuine.
It feels very like real. It's just
It
like
makes
these
it
are
feel-
all just people,
Yeah.
It's like there's no, they're antagonists, but they're not villains, you know.
Right.
It's like, oh, just here's this other team, and
Yeah.
it's like it feels like they're just another team.
Yeah, and I think it's really fun to be a part of because they just do a really good job of it, of balancing it and making sure you still root for Karasuno at the end of the day, but also this world is so filled with fun, different characters.
Yeah.
That
It's like
highlight volleyball and
if-
sport. And
If they did lose, it's like that would have been fun to see like Nekoma win it all or something.
Yeah.
It's like in the like I wouldn't, obviously it would have been a bummer if like they lost, but that would have been still fun to see. That,
Yeah.
I know I am curious. I'm almost like, okay, well they gotta lose, so maybe like Bokuto, maybe their team wins it all or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's what they've kind of set up.
Oh yeah, there's like those top 4 characters or top 4 players, right?
That they
Or
like talked
spikers,
about a long
yeah.
time ago. Oh, I don't remember. I'm like, there's the bird guy with the funny hair who we're setting up to
Oh,
fight.
it's the top 5 aces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the top 5 aces.
Yeah, be careful.
Oh,
in the
one of
Haikyu
them-
Wiki.
Yeah, one of them is Bokuto.
Okay, yeah.
One of them is Bokuto. The other one is Ushijima, who they beat in the prefecture one to go to nationals.
In season 3,
We've seen Ojiro, right?
he was on Alan. He was on season 4 team, the twins team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then there's 2 more. There's
That's the guy-
Sakuza and
yeah. That's the guy. He's not wearing a mask in that shot, but that's the guy who he also
yeah.
trained with, who always wears the face
Yeah.
mask and was like very quiet.
Kiyumi.
We've
Sakuza.
seen him. He's like the one other character who've like that we've like set up. Who's the last guy? I can't. Your screen's far away.
Wakatsu.
Who's got on the bottom? I don't know who he is.
Haikyu? I don't know.
I don't recognize them.
I don't reckon.
Don't click on it.
But I feel like, the last two that they've really set up are Bokuto and then Kiyumi Sakuza.
And then the eagle guy. The seagull guy.
And the seagull guy, yeah. But he's the tiny giant. He's the real tiny giant. Yeah, he's Hinata's counterpart.
Kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, he's literally
he's the one other small
Hinata.
guy.
Yeah, and he wants to be a top 5'8". He's got the same kind of story as Hinata, but he's got a bigger ego.
So that's what we're going into. So I guess we'll see what that is like.
I like it. I think it's gonna be super fun.
They haven't said, they haven't given a release date for the next movie. You'd want to think next year, but I mean maybe it's another year after that. I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, especially if it's longer. Like this movie was like an hour 34 or something. It was like pretty much 90 minutes. It's like on like a movie lengthwise, like it's pretty short. Like pretty like that's like shorter than this. Doesn't like that's not really common. You're pretty much, if you're in the theaters, you're pretty much always 90 minutes unless it's like a special thing.
Yeah.
So maybe the next movie is like quite a bit
2
longer.
2 hours, 15. Yeah.
That's a little less common when it comes to anime movies, but with this is kind of the special exception maybe.
Who knows? Maybe. Hopefully.
So maybe we'll cover that probably when we'll talk about that whenever that comes out. Yeah, probably. I kind of want to say next year, but it could be longer. Could be a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Do we feel it? I feel like we touched on...
Yeah, that's kind of everything.
We didn't break it into like hard segments, but we talked about all the things that we wanted to go over.
It's a little less parts to talk about, Like there's a good chunk here, but, it is, it's very focused.
It is very focused.
This little smaller story.
We got to go down a couple rabbit holes, but not get too lost.
I mean, I'm looking to see how long we've been recording. This is pretty much normal length, so
I liked it. It was good
that we've recorded for. So yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah. That's.
Any thoughts to end?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I assume it'll just kind of be the same. It'll be Crunchyroll. They'll dub it and everything. So. Yeah, that'll be fun next year maybe or whenever. Haikyu's been fun. It's a fun show. It's fun catching up on like it's funny. I watched like season 3 first, and it was fun to then like actually like see the story up to there. Like sports, like I mean I kind of said at the beginning like this is not I mean I joke that I'm like I don't like this show. I do like this show, but it's not like one of my favorites. But it's fun. It's fun to watch. I enjoy it, and like obviously if I didn't enjoy it, I probably wouldn't have watched 80 episodes.
Right.
I mean, I guess I felt like I wanted to catch up for you, but this it's fun. It's just its own kind of chill, just like sports show.
Yeah, and
with like good characters like that. Like honestly, that's one of the best things I can say about this show is like characters and specifically like character designs. Like we talked about this after the movie to our other friend. It's like the character designs are so good in this because they don't feel like, not that there's anything wrong with more extreme character design. Like I haven't watched this show, but like Yawamushi Pedal, even like their character designs are even more like less real. Like I don't know what to, like they're more cartoony almost. But like this show, you don't really feel that. Like with exception maybe to like the guy with the red hair and the huge eyes who's like on the laptop who we cut. He was on the season 3 team, but he's got like crazy huge eyes and it's just like with the red hair. And we see him in this movie like give a little explanation to that other guy when they're watching the match on the laptop. Like his design is pretty crazy. Well, otherwise like everyone looks pretty like similar. Like there's no crazy designs, but like they all look unique. Like you can tell, and they're all wearing the same thing, so they have to. So like they all look very distinct. And I think that's like such like a well done part of this is like the designs are like so good because you can just like tell. And like there aren't really anyone who just kind of blends together. I mean there's like one of like there's like the 3 guys who are like sophomores basically who like aren't notable at all in Karasuno's team. Like they have
Yeah.
names and they've had parts, but like that main guy looks very basic, looks very like you know, just like short black hair. But I mean, I know who he is, so you know, yeah. All the designs are like super good. So like that's like
They
one of
are.
the best thing I can say about the show. It's like yeah, and it's just especially with like the animation being like so good in this movie. It's just fun to watch.
It is. And each character's design plays into its personality well, and you are able to recognize people on different teams, and even if they're twins, they
They
still
have
look
different
very
colored hair.
Yep.
That goes in different directions.
Yeah. So it's well done. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
And now we're on our summer recording.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk
Schedule.
about like what we'll do next? Maybe. I mean, should I put this out before the Attack on Titan one? Because we've recorded
Yeah.
an attack. Yeah, I'll put this out. Okay, so I mean, I guess then the next video will be our Attack on Titan final thoughts.
Yes.
If this comes out before that.
I think so. I think it'd be a little more relevant to drop this and then the
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. I think it'd be more fun that way. Let's look at our
I don't know.
summer 2024
I don't know exactly what we know what we're gonna record yet.
upcoming
next.
videos.
Because
So
at this point, we recorded an Attack on Titan discussion. I guess this will come out first, but we did like a series final, like that ended. So we
Yeah.
did like a complete discussion on that. I don't know what we're doing next actually.
so we'll see whatever we finish. So we've got
Whatever Bren catches up on.
whatever I catch up on. So either like Vinland Saga or
Season 2
MF Ghosts
or, MF
or Jujutsu Kaisen or Run with the Wind or ReZero or something.
Probably not
or-
ReZero, but that'd be fun.
Our
That's a
our
lot of episodes to
gaming-
catch up on.
yeah, or our gaming stuff of me
Oh, do a
playing.
gaming thing?
Yeah, so those are kind of options for what's coming next, and we'll
Maybe Naruto? Maybe? Bren's like shaking he's not shaking his head.
maybe,
But
maybe
we'll see.
I don't know. I think it's more fun to do not the like, you know, One Piece, Naruto, Boruto content, but you know, nothing
I know, I'm like,
against them.
I'm up here, I'm
sure.
like, when are we starting our Boruto podcast,
oh
Bren?
jeez.
And Bren's like, never.
Not that it's not a good show. I feel like there's. I'd rather do
I know, that's
things
fine.
with more unique things. I don't know. Not that Haikyuu's unique or anything. It's just less, you know,
That's okay.
1,000 episodes.
Um,
Yeah, those are some of the shows that we've kind of got in the queue, and I'm finishing that you've seen.
yeah, I've seen all these, Bren. Come
Yeah, I
on,
know.
catch up.
I do.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I was like just rewatching like some of that. Like, dude, that season is so good. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I like it, and I don't like it at the same time.
Okay, well then maybe we won't do that.
I don't know. I don't really have anything bad to say about it.
It's okay,
But
not
we'll
for
get there.
you.
Yeah, we'll get there. And then, yeah, maybe we'll do some gaming stuff now that it's summer and I've got a little more flexible time. But yeah, that's about all.
We'll do something next. I guess we don't know yet.
We don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, you'll see. And that's about all. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, for
Yeah.
our Anime Static episode of Haikyu the Dumpster Battle discussion, which apparently I thought was just going to be the movie and is now basically our thoughts on all of Haikyu,
Well, we never talked about it before, so
which I thought we had. But now we have one.
now we have. So next time,
And I can feel better, and then next time will be part 2, wrap it up. That's the series, and that's all she wrote. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
bye.